So we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3 for our new row. Turn your work and make a shell on top of the shell over here. 1, 2, 3, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. So as we said down here, after the first row with the chain 3 spaces, we are going to be making 5 chains for the distance between the shells and the center of our pineapple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the chain 3 space, put your hook in the first chain 3 space over here and make a single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Put your hook in the next chain 3 space, single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Next chain 3 space, single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Next chain 3 space, single crochet. 3. Next chain 3 space, single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Next chain 3 space, single crochet. So we're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain 3 spaces. Chain 5, because whatever you do on the one side, you want to do on the other side of your pineapple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put your hook in the shell and make a shell. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 1, 2, 3. So because we want to start creating a new pineapple on top of this pineapple over here, we are going to chain 2 and make a shell inside this shell over here. 1, 2, 3, chain 2 and 1, 2, 3 double crochet. So we're going to start opening up a new pineapple over here between these two shells over here. So chain 5 again, which is the distance between this shell and your center of your pineapple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put your hook in the first chain 3 space, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. 3 chains, single crochet. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, and single crochet in your last chain 3 space. So in this side we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain 3 spaces, the same exact thing that we have on this side over here. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make a shell on top of this shell over here in your last chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 1, 2, 3 double crochet. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and this is row 15 where we're going to work our increases again. So we're going to start on the two sides, we're going to start making new pineapples. So another way to remember, this is another tip that helped me as I was going through my shawl, is that I am making my increases in after the second row of chain 3 spaces. So in the third row of chain 3 spaces, the same exact thing has happened over here. This is my first, second, third row of chain 3 spaces, we had our increase. So the same thing here. So if you don't want to be counting your rows, just try to remember that when you start your third row for the chain 3 spaces, we are going to be making an increase. This is also row 15. So chain 3, turn your work, and the same thing that we did in the beginning and the same thing that we did in row 8. We're going to work 4 sets of 3 double crochet separated by 2 chains. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, second set. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, third set. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and your fourth and last set for the beginning. Oops. 1, 2, 3. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make a single crochet in your first chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in your last chain 3 space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 chain 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a shell inside your shell over here. 1, 2, 3, chain 2 and 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2 again. 1, 2, and make a double crochet under this chain 2 space over here. So this way we are starting our new pineapple also. So we're going to be starting a new pineapple here in the center and in the end over here. And all these 3 pineapples are going to be in the same exact stage with each other. This, and the last one over here are going to be in the same exact stage. So I made 2 chains, double crochet, 2 more chains, and a shell on top of this shell over here. So 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 more double crochet in the same chain 2 space. 1, 2, and 3. So we made a shell on top of the shell, chain 2, double crochet under the chain 2 space, chain 2 and shell on top of the shell over here. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is the distance to reach in your first chain 3 space. Single crochet, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next space. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next space. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next space. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in your last chain 3 space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 chain 3 spaces left in this pineapple also. So this pineapple and this pineapple are in the same exact stage. So we have 4 chain 3 spaces over here and 4 chain 3 spaces over here. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make a shell on top of this shell over here. Or we're going to be making an increase because we made an increase on this one side over here. So whatever we do on the one corner, we want to do on the other corner also. So we're going to make an increase in our last shell over here also. So we're going to make 4 sets of 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2, 3. So we have 1, 2, 3 sets, chain 2, and our fourth and last set, 1, 2, and 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of 3 double crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. So this was my 15th row. So now we're going to make an increase in the 22nd row because we want to make increases every 7 rows. So we're going to start the 16th row together, and then we're going to go ahead and finish the rest of the shawl off camera. So I have 3 chains. As we did in the increase that we did down here, we are going to make a shell on top of the first shell over here inside our first chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 1, 2, 3. I am going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, make a double crochet in the second chain 2 space, 1, 2, 3, and make a shell in the third chain 2 space, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 1, 2, 3. So we have started to form another pineapple in the side of our shawl. Chain 5 to reach in your first chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a single crochet in the first chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next space. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next space. 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next space. So we're left with 1, 2, 3 chain 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make a shell on top of the shell over here. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 1, 2, 3. So we started opening up a new pineapple. We're closing up this one, and we're going to start opening up another pineapple on top of this one that we closed in the previous rows. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, make a double crochet on top of this double crochet, chain 3, and make a shell on top of the shell over here. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 1, 2, 3, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because once you finish the one shell, you're going to be starting, you want to be making the distance to reach in the center of your next pineapple. Single crochet in the first chain 3 space, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in your next space, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in your next space, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in your last chain 3 space, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make a shell in your first chain 2 space, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 1, 2, 3, as we did in the first pineapple. And in the second one also, we are going to chain 3, make a double crochet in the second chain 2 space, chain 3, and make a shell in your last chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 1, 2, 3. So this is how our shawl looks like so far. And from now on, you're gonna keep making your shawl. We're gonna be making the shawl off camera. What I want to point out is the thing that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, but now it's the time to see it better. See, here we started a new pineapple. Here we have another new pineapple. And here we have our third new pineapple. All three of these pineapples are in the same stage where we made three chains, double crochet, 3 chains, 3 chains, double crochet, 3 chains. So in the next row, you're gonna be making 3 chains, double crochet in the first chain 3 space, 3 chains, double crochet in the next chain 3 space. The same thing here, the same thing here. And then the next row you're gonna make the 11 double crochet in between the chain 3 space that separates the 2 double crochet. So the pattern is exactly the same every time we open or close a pineapple. What's important to remember is that we have one opening pineapple, one closing up, one opening up, one closing up, and one opening up. All the pineapples that are going to be opened up, they are in the same exact stage, and all the pineapples that are going to be closed are in the same stage also. So let's keep making our shawl. The tips that I said in the beginning to remember are that we start making 5 chains instead of 3 in the second row of chain 3 spaces, and in the third row of chain 3 spaces we make our increase. And the increase always occurs in the one side and on the other side of our shawl also. So let's keep making our shawl, and when I finish mine, I'm going to start my video back on again. Okay, so at this point I am almost done with my shawl. And what I want to show that I was explaining earlier before I turned off my video to finish the rest of it. See how when I said that one pineapple is going to be closing up and one pineapple is going to be opening up? So see how here we see that this pineapple closed and we have a new one opening here. This one closed and a new one opening here. So that's how all of our shawl is going to be from the beginning to the end. And once we finish a pineapple, see how on the top of one pineapple that has closed, we have started creating a new one. So this is where we connect the shells, and then in the next row we make shell, chain 2, and shell. In the next row we make shell, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, shell. And then in the next row we make shell, chain 3, double crochet on top of double crochet, chain 3, and shell. And you continue the same thing the same way that we made each pineapple. All of our pineapples are created in the same exact way. The only difference is that we have a pineapple closing, a pineapple opening. So that's what you really have to keep in mind while crocheting, because at some points you're going to be making chain 3 because you're opening up a pineapple, and at some point you're going to be making chain 5, and then after that you're going to be making chain 5 because you're closing up another one. So that's what you're really going to have in mind. I think the written pattern is going to help you, probably is going to help you understand what I'm explaining, but the written pattern goes up to row 16 also. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to explain how to continue after that. Once you get the hang of it, it's easy. The only thing that we have to remember is that after row 1 we make increases on every 7 rows. So after row 1 we make an increase after 7 rows. So at row 8, where we make 4 pairs of 3 double crochet on the one side and 4 pairs of 3 double crochet on the other side. This way we start making 2 new pineapple stitches, but in the same time, while we're starting this new 2 pineapples, we are trying to finish closing up our first pineapple. And once we finish our first pineapple, we start from the next row after we close up the shells. From the row after that, the next row of this one, we start opening up another pineapple. So it's easy. The only thing is that we have to have in mind a few things. I hope the tips that I gave in the beginning will help you. The tips that helped me too while I was crocheting. It's okay to have some easy tips to remember things. What I did to remember is that in the beginning, when you start making your pineapple, you're going to be making chains of 3. And then after the first row of the chain 3 spaces, from the second row we start making 5 chains. And in the third row of the chain 3 spaces we make our increase. So this way you don't have to count every row that you crochet. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make an ending. So in order to finish your shawl, you can make it as big as you want. The rule when we make shawls is that it has to be as wide as the opening of your hands. So you're going to open up your hands and you're going to measure from the one side to the other, and that's how wide your shawl has to be. So this one is 1 meter and 70 centimeters. And I finished as the pattern stated because it was as big as I wanted to make it for myself at row 62. Row 62 is a row that we have completed the 1 pineapple, and we are at the point that we are opening up new ones. So what's important to remember is that we stop crocheting because you might want to make it bigger or smaller. So we want to stop crocheting when the pineapples in between have been completed. So we are in the row that we have connected the one shell with the other one. So that's when we stop crocheting. This is 62 rows. This shawl is made out of 62 rows. So if you want to make it bigger, you want to keep crocheting. So what I'm gonna do, you can make the edging that the written pattern has in, but I'm gonna make mine a little different. So what I'm gonna do is I have already chained 1. So I'm gonna chain 1 more, and I am going to work half double crochet, and I'm gonna make shells in each space. So in one of the spaces I'm gonna be making a shell, in the other one I'm gonna be making a single crochet. Shell, single crochet, shell, single crochet up until I finish this row. So I'm gonna start my row with a half shell. So instead of making 6 half double crochet, I'm gonna start with 3. My chain 2 counts as my first half double crochet, so I'm gonna work 2 more half double crochet in this first double crochet over here. So 2 and 3. In the next space, this chain 2 space, I'm gonna make a single crochet. Then in this chain 3 space over here, I am going to work 6 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. In this next chain 3 space, I'm going to work a single crochet. In this next chain 3 space, I'm going to work 6 half double crochet again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. In the next chain 3 space, I'm going to work a single crochet. In the next chain 3 space, I'm going to work 6 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the next chain 3 space, I'm going to work a single crochet. Next space, so I'm always crocheting in the spaces. So in the next space, I'm going to work 6 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. In the next space over here, I'm going to work a single crochet. 6 half double crochet in this chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is how our last row looks like if you want to make it this way with the shells. I'm not making double crochet because I don't want the shells to be too visible. I want them to be kind of shorter. That's why I'm using half double crochet. If you want to make big shells, you can substitute half double crochet with double crochet. So let's go in the next space. Well, I'm gonna put my hook under here where the 2 shells join. So under here, I'm gonna make a single crochet. I'm gonna make 6 half double crochet in this chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the next space over here, I'm going to make a single crochet. In the next space in here, the chain 3 space, I'm going to work 6 half double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet in the next space, 6 half double crochet in the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet in the next space, 6 half double crochet in the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Single crochet in the next one, 6 half double crochet in the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet in the next space, the chain 2 space over here. Now, the reason that I'm keep crocheting is because I want to come to this point where I made a single crochet here, and in the previous point where we came here is we made 6 half double crochet, single crochet, and 6 half double crochet in here. What we're going to do here, because the pattern is this way, we're going to make our single crochet in the chain 2 space, and I am going to work my 6 half double crochet under here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'm going to work my single crochet in this chain 2 space over here. So what we want to do is we want to keep crocheting up until we finish. And when I come to this point over here, I'm going to turn my video back on again to see how we're going to finish the row. So keep making 6 half double crochet and the single crochet in the next space up until you finish this row. Or you can choose to make the edging from the written pattern that I have the link under the video. So when I finish this row, I'm going to turn my video back on again to see how we're going to do our fringes. So I've almost finished my row with my shells, and this is how it looks like. So the reason that I opened my video at this point is because this is my last chain 2 space on top of the shell, and I made my 6 half double crochet. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a single crochet on this third double crochet. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to make a single crochet. But what we want to do is we want the edging, the last stitch, to be the same as the first one over here, where we made the 3 half double crochet. So in the chain 3 space right in here, I am going to work my last 3 half double crochet in here in the chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1 and cut the yarn. Pull the loop and tighten up. So this is how our shawl looks like. This is how the edging looks like. So let's go and secure all of our yarns, and when I finish doing mine, I'm going to turn the video back on and see how we're going to do our fringes. Okay, so what I forgot to show before I turn my video off is how to secure the yarn in the beginning of our work. So we see here, because this is the magic circle and not chains, we have to be careful in which direction we start securing the yarn. See here, when I pull the yarn, it seems as if it's coming out from here. So I want to start securing from the opposite side so my magic circle closes up. If I start taking my yarn securing from this side up, I'm going to take my magic circle apart. So we want to be careful how we secure the yarn that we started our work with. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on the other side. So when I turn it on the other side, it seems as if it's coming out from this side. So let's start sewing in our yarn. And I'm sewing in the loops of the beginning double crochet that I made. And I want to make sure that the needle goes through all of the loops, because we do not want to skip any loops, because it's not going to seem right in our work. So we're trying to take the needle through all of our loops, and we want to do it one more time to make sure that it's secure enough. Okay, so cut the yarn, and I have secured all the rest. So let's see how we're gonna do our fringes. So I'm gonna take my yarn and my tool that I have for fringes. This one I bought from a store here in Greece. I don't know if I guess other arts and craft stores have similar tools. So I want to take my yarn and I'm going to wrap it around this wooden tool. I'm going to wrap it around like this, and I am going to cut the fringe only in one side. So this is going to be the total length of the fringe, and when you open it up, that's how long each strand of yarn is going to be. So each strand of yarn is going to be around 37 centimeters. You can convert that in a converter if you are using inches. So, and I'm going to use 5 strands of yarn in each fringe because I want my fringes to look rich. So I'm going to wrap this around. So I have already wrapped it 5 times. So I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut the yarn, and I am going to cut this in half. So here we go. We have our fringes, and I have 5 strands. So what we're going to do now, in order to attach our fringes on our work, I am going to take a bigger size crochet hook. I'm going to take a 6mm, and what I'm going to do is I am going to attach each fringe on the chain 3 that I was crocheting to change my rows. So let's start from the other side. So this is my first chain 3. I'm going to crochet in here. I'm going to attach a fringe in here, but because this is the side where I finished and I made a single crochet and a chain and a 3 half double crochet in my chain 3 space, I'm going to start attaching my fringes from the last half double crochet, then in this chain 3 space, then I'm going to attach in this chain 3 space. So we are attaching our fringes. See how we see the holes over here? So in each chain 3 space, on the chain 3 that I was making to change my rows, that's where I'm going to attach my fringes. So I'm going to put my hook in this half double crochet over here, and I'm going to take my 5 strands of yarn, and I want them to be the same length. I'm going to fold them in half, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my crochet hook in the middle. Oops. I'm going to put my hook in the middle and grab it with your finger. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab all 5 of the strands and I'm going to take them carefully through the stitch, through this half double crochet. When you do it in the chain 3 space, you're going to do the same exact thing in the chain 3 space. So see, now we have created a loop. So grab all the strands. Now we have 10 down here because it's folded in half, and take them carefully through the loop and tighten up your fringe. So this is how your fringes are going to look like. So let's finish attaching our fringes on our shawl, and when I finish, I'm going to turn my video back on again and see how our shawl looks like finished. Okay, so at this point I have completed attaching all of my fringes. I have completed my shawl. So this is how it looks with the fringes attached. So here it goes. This is how it looks down in the corner. So because we do not really have a corner, because we started with 4 pairs of 3 double crochet, what we do is we attach one fringe in the chain 3 space, and the other fringe on the first double crochet that we started our first row with. So hopefully you found this video helpful. It's really not that difficult to create a pineapple shawl. I know it's a design that most of us think that, oh my god, you have to make, it seems so hard, so difficult. Once we look at it, that's what I thought when I first saw the shawl too. But it's really not that difficult. The only, let's say, difficult part is that each pineapple is completed in about, I think, 10 or 12 rows. That's the difficult part. It's not like the other stitches where in every 2 rows you can see the design, or in every row you have the design, like the shell stitch or the puff stitch and everything. The thing is that it's only completed in many rows. Other than that, after you finish the 16th row, if you do not remember how to continue, take your video, rewind it, and start where in the same stitch, in the same stage where you see that your pineapple is at, so you can continue. Or you can see the pattern from the link that I gave you. That's a pattern that I found in Ravelry. It's a free pattern. It's not my pattern, but I think it's one of the best patterns to follow in order to make a pineapple stitch shawl. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and if you like the video, please like and leave a comment. Thanks again. Bye bye.